All right, so we built an escape room for Paolo's birthday, and it's Escape from Mount Olympus. And I'm gonna walk you through how it works, okay? Come on. All right, so you start out here, and all the kids will have, there'll be some armbands, non-discrete armbands, just sitting right there on the piano bench, and a notepad. And we'll say, oh, take the armband and put it on. Wow, that's really cool. Like, look, it's like an awesome golden armband, sweet. Take this just for how. And then we'll say, okay, time to begin. And you walk out, here you go. All right, so once you come out, down here, there's a letter. And there's a letter from Hera. So you open up the back, and there's a note on the back. It says, how dare you? You think you can just ride up here to Mount Olympus, steal my golden armband, and still return back home? I will not allow it. You will be imprisoned here forever. Zeus and his friends may like you, but I do not. Therefore, I've locked your pretty little Pegasus up in the temple of Zeus. Without that flying horse, you'll never be able to return home. And I've locked the temple tight. You'll never crack the code, even if you know that the lock can be opened with... Don't even try to get help from the other gods. You are staying here forever. Queen Hera. All right, so that's how it starts. So we'll just take this letter with us so we have it. Okay, then come down here. And oh my gosh, there it is. There's the Pegasus, locked up. Well, you'll see, you can't see the chain right now, but it's chained up to the gates, and the gate is chained closed. And you're here, and if you try and come in, the door is actually locked, right? So you can't actually get in. But there is this interesting little code thing here, a little lockbox, and there's this Pegasus. And on the Pegasus, there's, over here you can see like there's like a little direction lock thing to try and get out. And then of course there's this thing that you saw over here that says Hermes on it. So if you open this one up, you'll notice that, we'll just leave that there. It says, hey there, looks like you need some help. I'm Hermes, the messenger god, but the Romans used to call me Mercury. Did you really try to steal Hera's armband? That was very silly, but also quite brave. I like bravery, so let me give you a little help. I took this little device out of Hera's drawer when she wasn't using it. I kept hearing her say this number, 17. If you end up getting inside the temple, I'd look for a letter from Zeus. Oh, and keep this letter. You never know when you're gonna need it. Good luck, Hermes. All right, and so this is a little decoder ring, and it spins like this. And if in the inside, there's little numbers like 23 or 23. If you go to 17 and you match it up, then all of the things on Hera's note, you can decode Hera's note. And if you decode it, what it'll actually say is 2146. 2146 is what that says if you actually take the time to decode it, which we will not do right now, but you'll see. So then if you go over to this gate, and you go, let's see, 2, 1, 4, 6. Open it up. There's a key. Key goes to the door. Open it. And get inside. Join me in the temple of Zeus. All right, come on in. Is it too dark in here? Can you see? Cool. Oh. So you come in and you see this. This is what it looks like in here. Okay. So let's go over to, let's first start with Zeus, because that's what Mercury said to go find Zeus. So you can come over here. You can open up Zeus's letter. This is Zeus's letter. Zeus's letter says, so you found your way in. Nice work. Although I think you had some help from Hermes. As you may have guessed, I'm Zeus, king of the gods, but the Romans call me Jupiter. Well, now that you're here, I guess I can give you some help as well. The last time I saw Hera, she was playing a game of chess with Ares, but it didn't look like a normal game of chess. All the pieces were in very specific spots. I tried to draw out what I saw, but Hera saw me and she got angry and she ripped up my drawing and threw the pieces into 4 different sacks of trash. As she was throwing them away in front of the temple, she was muttering something about Pegasus. See if you can find all the bags and put the drawing back together. In the meantime, I'll ask Aries to explain what happened and write a letter. Look for it. Oh, and keep this letter. You never know when you're going to need it. Lord Zeus. Okay, so with that, what you got to do is you got to, here, I'm going to put this back on the table here for right now. You got to figure out, you got to go outside to find the sacks of trash. Let's go back out. So, if you look, when you come out here, you're like, oh, look. There's a sack right there. Sack of trash. There's another one here. It'll be a little harder for them to find that where they all are. There's another one here. And then there's another one up here, right? And inside the sacks are a bunch of puzzle pieces. So here, let's come back down here. So if you empty out all the sacks, there's a puzzle here that you have to solve, right? So there's a bunch of puzzle pieces, and probably should have live solved the puzzle here, but yeah, here, I'll show you. Maybe we'll speed up this part of the video so that you don't have to watch. All right, so then you have a puzzle, right? So if you go over to Lord Aries, look, there's a chess set. Amazing! But this chess set has letters on it. And if you undo Lord Aries' note, maybe I'm gonna put this back, but if you undo Lord Aries' note, there, it says, I see you declared war on Hera. Good for you, kid. I like your style. You see, I'm Ares, the god of war. All the Romans used to call me Mars. Zeus asked me to tell you what happened during my chess game with Hera. She got angry because she noticed I wasn't really playing the game. Instead, I was trying to code a message for you into the board. Here's why I did it. I noticed Poseidon leaving a clue for you in the water, but he always makes his clues too difficult, so I figured I'd leave you a hint. But Hera noticed and knocked all the pieces off the board. Zeus said he wrote it down though, so just put the pieces back on the board the way he drew it and read the message. It should help you figure out what's going on with Poseidon's water puzzle. Good luck, kid. Oh, and keep this letter. You never know when you'll need it. Good luck. And then it also says there's a little hint that says look under here. All right, so if we go back to the puzzle, we have to put, it can show you where to put stuff. So the black queen is on E7, the bishop, white bishop is on E5. All right, so remember the things that look under here. So if you look under, most of these things don't have anything on, but the ones you did put, they do have things. They have numbers, right? So let's find the one. Oh, the pawn. So O is the first letter. 2 is, oh, yes, it's R, A. Sorry, this is on this. N. G-E, O-R-A-N-G-E, it spells orange, yeah? So then you have the clue you need to be able to solve Poseidon's puzzle. So you come over to Poseidon's puzzle, it's these water things, and Poseidon says, what a lovely Pegasus you have. It's so beautiful, and I want you to be able to free it. I'm pretty sure Aphrodite knows how to do it. As you probably already guessed, no, I'm Poseidon, god of the sea. The Romans used to call me Neptune. Listen to me. I heard Aphrodite singing a lovely song to calm down your Pegasus after Hera locked her up. But I think the song was some sort of code. We have to be secret, so Hera doesn't notice. But I've hidden a clue for the song in these jars of water. Use Ares' clue to figure it out. Oh, and remember which letter is in which jar. Once you have filled it in, go find Aphrodite. Good luck, young one. Oh, and keep this letter. You never know when you're going to need it. Good luck, Poseidon. So down here, there's a little music note thing, and it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah? So, orange was the clue, yes? From before? Yeah? So if you look, in each of these jars, there's a bunch of, like, letters. Can you see them? And in this one, the orange letter, can you see what that is? Is the letter
C.
C. The orange is C. And in front of it, it says enter in space 1, 2, and what is that? 14. 1, 2, and 14, right? And so you can do that for each of the different ones. There's one orange. For example, there's a G in this one. That's in space 3, 4, and 7. So if you enter those in, you could write it down because they will probably need to write it down. You can actually figure out what's going on. So with this, then you can come over to Aphrodite. This is Aphrodite's area. Sorry, I'll turn on the piano. So if you come to Aphrodite's, if you actually open Aphrodite's letter, which is the last letter, what you'll find on Aphrodite's letter is, it says, I'm impressed you made it this far. I'm Aphrodite, goddess of love, but all my Roman friends call me Venus. So Poseidon overheard me and gave you a little clue, huh? Well, go ahead and use it. You can use the code below to figure out your Pegasus's lock. Use the planets as your guide and squeeze the lock twice before starting. Oh, and now that you have all the letters, look carefully at those letters. It might finally be time to use them. Fly safe, cutie. All right, so first part of the puzzle is this part down here, where it has a bunch of song names. So if you do enter, if you enter in the letters the way they were in Poseidon's thing, it's like this. And if you don't know, you can see that all the letters are labeled there, so that you could guess it, right? Which is, of course, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah, that's the song. So that has something to do with this code here. Any ideas what that code refers to? Here, there's hints here. It says use the planets as your guide, things like that. So all of the Roman names. So in each of these letters, it says also use all the letters. So all these things have a symbol, like a heart, and they say the name of the planet, right? So if you look back at all of them, and you keep them, like that's Poseidon. Poseidon has a water droplet, and it says Neptune. Mars has a thing, or Aries has a thing, and it says Mars, right? So what this means is you got to figure out Twinkle Twinkle Little Star means Mars, Poseidon, Hermes, Aphrodite, Zeus, which otherwise, if you use the Roman names on the other thing, is Mercury, Neptune, Mars, Neptune, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter. All right? So if you look over here, there's this giant, the last thing in this room is this giant poster of the solar system, right? And each of the planets has a little arrow. So this is like a down arrow. This is an arrow to the right. This is to the left, etc. Right? So if we do Mars up, Neptune up, up, up. Mercury is down. So up, up, down. Venus is to the right. Up, up, down, right. And Jupiter is down. Up, up, down, right, down. Yeah? All right, back out. You can free your Pegasus. So here, I'm going to get a longer chain. You squeeze it twice. Up, up, down, right, down. And finally, open the lock. You can get the chain off. You can take your Pegasus. We'll take the door open so it actually opens. And you can escape from Mount Olympus. You have succeeded. Hooray!